Close your eyes for a second. No, really, close them. I know you are probably scrolling through your phone right now, maybe half distracted, maybe tired from a day that asked too much of you, but I need you to do this with me. Close your eyes and think about the last dream you had that stayed with you, the one that did not fade the moment your alarm went off, the one that followed you into the shower, into your coffee, into the quiet moments of your afternoon when you should have been thinking about something else, but your mind kept drifting back to a face, a voice, a feeling, that dream. Yes, that one. I am talking about the dream where they were there, your ex, and they were not just present, they were vivid, they were talking, they were looking at you in that way that used to make your stomach flip. And when you woke up, you felt like you had been somewhere real, not a fantasy, not a memory replay, somewhere real. And you have been wondering ever since if it meant something, if they felt it too. If somewhere in the middle of their own night, they woke up with your name on their lips and their heart pounding like they had just run a marathon. Well, Virgo, I am here to tell you that the answer is yes. Yes, they felt it. Yes, they feel it still. And yes, they are thinking about you right now in a way that is so intense, so constant, so completely consuming that they might as well be sitting in the room with you, because energetically they are. I need to start with the dreams because that is where the veil is thinnest. That is where the truth slips through before the mind has a chance to edit it. When you dream about someone, especially someone you have history with, you are not just replaying old footage. You are meeting them on the astral plane. You are having a conversation that your waking minds are too afraid, too proud, or too broken to have in the daylight. And with your ex, Virgo, these meetings are happening almost every night. Maybe you do not remember all of them. Maybe you only catch the fragments. The feeling of their hand in yours, the sound of their laugh, the argument that somehow ended with an embrace instead of a door slamming. But they are happening. Your souls are circling each other in the dark, trying to figure out if there is still a bridge between you or if the fire has truly burned it all to ash. And here is what is wild. They are remembering these dreams too. Not all of them, not with the clarity you have, but they are waking up with an ache, a longing, a sense that they just lost something important and they cannot quite name what it is. They reach for their phone, they scroll to your name, they hover over the message button, and then they put the phone down. Because the sun is up, because reality is back, because they do not know what to say that would not sound pathetic or desperate or too little too late. But the imprint of the dream stays with them all day. It colors their mood. It makes them irritable with other people. It makes them stare into space during meetings. It makes them wonder if they made the biggest mistake of their life when they let you go. I am seeing them so clearly right now. I feel like for a lot of you, this is not just any ex. This is the ex. The one who changed the chemistry of your heart. The one who set the standard so high that nobody else has come close since. Or maybe they set the standard so low that you finally learned what you would never tolerate again. Either way, they are etched into you. And they feel it. They feel the etching. They feel your name carved into a part of their soul that they cannot access without thinking of you. And lately, the access has been constant. It is like you have moved into their mind rent-free and you are redecorating the place. Every thought they have somehow leads back to you. They hear a song and it is yours. They smell a perfume and it is yours. They see someone with your hair color from behind and their heart stops for a full 3 seconds before they realize it is a stranger. You are haunting them, Virgo. But it is not a malicious haunting. It is a love haunting. It is the kind of haunting that happens when two people are still energetically tethered and one of them is finally waking up to what that means. Now, let me tell you why they are showing up in your dreams so much lately. It is not random. It is not just because you are lonely or because your subconscious is bored. There is a reason. The universe is using your dreamscape as a conference room, a neutral territory where both of your guards are down, where your higher selves can communicate without the interference of ego, fear, or third parties. And right now, there is a lot to communicate because this ex is going through something, a shift, a breakdown, a moment of clarity that is forcing them to look back at every choice they made and measure it against the loss of you. And when they do that math, the numbers do not add up in their favor. They are realizing that the freedom they thought they wanted was just emptiness wearing a disguise, that the new people they tried to fill the space with were just shadows, poor imitations, placeholders who could never replicate the way you saw them, the way you understood them, the way you loved them without requiring them to perform. That is what is killing them, Virgo. They took your love for granted because it was so steady, so reliable, so unconditional that it felt like air, invisible, always there, never demanding applause. And then they walked away, or they pushed you away, or they betrayed the gift of you, and suddenly the air was gone, and they did not know how to breathe. They tried to pretend they were fine. They put on shows for social media. They dated other people. They threw themselves into work. But at night, when the mask comes off and the noise stops, there you are in their thoughts, in their chest, in their dreams. And the dreams are getting more intense because the distance between your souls is getting shorter. Even if your physical bodies are miles apart, your spirits are moving closer. And that closeness is creating a magnetic pull that is almost impossible to resist. I feel like some of you are having very specific types of dreams. Let me describe them and you tell me if this resonates. Dreams where you are in a house together, sometimes your old house, sometimes a house you have never seen but somehow know is yours, and you are not fighting. You are just existing together, cooking, watching something, sitting on a porch, and the feeling is so peaceful that when you wake up, the real world feels jarring, like a downgrade. Those dreams are visitations. Those are not memories. Those are previews. They are showing you what is possible if both of you do the work, if both of you heal, if both of you choose each other with new eyes and clean hands. They are not promises, they are possibilities. And they are being shown to both of you simultaneously, which is why your ex wakes up from these dreams with a sense of purpose, a sense that they need to fix something, that they need to reach out, that they need to make amends. But then the day happens and the fear returns and they talk themselves out of it. They tell themselves that too much time has passed, that you have moved on, that you probably hate them. That reaching out would just make them look weak, so they stuff it down, they bury it under busyness. But the dreams keep coming, and each dream is like a knock on a door, louder, more insistent, and eventually that door is going to open. Either they are going to walk through it by contacting you, or you are going to walk through it by finally releasing them completely. But the knocking will not stop until one of those things happens. The universe is very persistent about unfinished business. Now, I have to be honest with you about something because I love you enough to tell you the whole truth. Not every dream about an ex is a sacred visitation. If this person was manipulative, if they were narcissistic, if they used your love as a weapon or a resource, then their appearance in your dreams might not be innocent. It might be them sending energy your way, consciously or unconsciously. They might be thinking about you so intensely that it is literally invading your sleep. They might be missing the power they had over you. They might be craving the supply you gave them. And their spirit is trying to reconnect the cord that you have been working so hard to cut. That is why some of you wake up from these dreams feeling drained, feeling anxious, feeling like you took 10 steps backward in your healing. If that is your experience, I need you to protect yourself. I need you to know that you have the right to bar the door. You have the right to say, you are not welcome in my dreams anymore. And mean it. And visualize a boundary, a wall, a lock, whatever image works for you. Because your dreamscape is your sacred space, and you are the gatekeeper. But for those of you whose ex was not toxic, just wounded, just scared, just human and fallible, the dreams are gifts. They are healing sessions. They are opportunities to say the things that were left unsaid, to receive the apologies that never came in waking life, to understand on a soul level what really went wrong. And some of you are going to find that what went wrong was not a lack of love, it was a lack of readiness. You were ready. They were not. Or they were ready and you were not. Or neither of you were ready and the timing was just catastrophically off. And now, years or months later, the readiness has finally aligned. And that is why the dreams are increasing. Because your souls are checking in with each other. Are you ready now? Are you healed now? Can we try again, or do we need to finally say goodbye? Those are the questions being asked in the dreamscape. And the answers are being written in your waking life through signs, through feelings, through the sudden urge to text them, or the sudden clarity that you are finally done. Let me tell you about the signs they are sending you without realizing it, because this is fascinating. Every time they think about you intensely, something happens in your world. You might sneeze out of nowhere. You might get a sudden chill down your spine. You might hear their name called in a public place. You might see their car model everywhere. You might find an old photo of them that you thought you deleted. You might smell their cologne or their perfume with no source. These are not coincidences. These are energetic postcards. I am thinking about you. I miss you. I am sorry. The universe is translating their thoughts into physical experiences for you because words are too hard right now. Because pride is still in the way. Because fear is still louder than love. But energy does not lie. And your body is picking up on their frequency like a radio tuned to their station. I also feel like some of you have been experiencing sleep paralysis or very vivid, lucid dreams lately. That is because your third eye is wide open right now. Your pineal gland is activated. You are becoming more sensitive to the astral realm. And that sensitivity is making you a magnet for their energy. If you are experiencing this, do not be afraid, but do set boundaries. Before you sleep, say a prayer or an intention. I only welcome loving, healing energy into my dreams. Anything else must stay outside. And trust that your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever you believe in, are standing guard, because they are. They see what is happening. They know that your ex is knocking, and they are waiting for you to give the signal. Either open the door or deadbolt it. The choice is always yours. Now, let me speak to the part of you that is hoping this means they are coming back. The part that has been waiting, the part that has kept a little light on in the window of your heart, just in case they found their way home. I am not going to tell you to turn that light off. That light is beautiful. It is hope, and hope is holy. But I am going to ask you to examine what you are hoping for. Are you hoping for the person they were or the person they could be? Because those are two very different things. And if you are hoping for the person they were, you might be disappointed, because that person broke you. That person chose themselves over you. That person did not know how to love you the way you deserved. But if you are hoping for the person they could be, the healed version, the awakened version, the version that has done the work and is ready to meet you as an equal, then that hope might be valid, but only if they have actually done the work. Only if the dreams are translating into real change, real accountability, real action, not just words in the astral plane, words in the physical world. Consistent words, consistent actions, consistent presence. And here is the hard part. Some of them are never going to do the work. They are going to dream about you. They are going to think about you. They are going to regret losing you for the rest of their lives. But they are not going to change. They are not going to reach out. They are not going to become the person you needed them to be. And that is their tragedy, not yours. Your tragedy would be waiting for a transformation that never comes, building your life around a possibility that stays suspended in the dreamscape forever. You cannot live in the astral plane, Virgo. You have to live here, in the daylight, in the body, in the present. And the present is asking you to be honest about whether this connection is nourishing you or haunting you, whether it is medicine or poison, whether it is love or addiction. I feel like there's a specific message for some of you about a dream you had very recently, maybe last night, maybe 3 nights ago. In the dream, they were crying, or you were crying, and there was a conversation that felt more real than any conversation you ever had when you were together, and you woke up with a sense of resolution, like something got finished. If that was your experience, honor it. That might have been the closure you needed, the closure they could not give you in waking life. Your higher selves met, said what needed to be said, hugged, and parted ways with peace. And if that is the case, you might notice the dreams starting to fade, the intensity lessening, the pull weakening, not because the love is gone, but because the lesson is complete. And that is beautiful. That is graduation. That is two souls acknowledging each other one last time before they continue on their separate paths with gratitude instead of grief. But for others of you, the dreams are just beginning. They are going to get more frequent, more vivid, more insistent, because something is being rebuilt, something is being reborn, and the foundation is being laid in the dreamscape before it manifests in the physical. If you feel in your gut that this is not over, that there is more to the story, trust that, but do not chase it. Do not force it. Do not put your life on hold waiting for a dream to come true. Keep living, keep growing, keep becoming the person you were meant to be, whether they return or not. Because the irony is, the more whole you become without them, the more likely they are to be drawn back to you. Not because you are playing a game, but because wholeness is magnetic. And the universe loves to reunite two whole people much more than it loves to reunite two halves who are just trying to stop hurting. I also want to address the dreams where they are with someone else. Some of you have been tortured by dreams of your ex with a new person, and you wake up feeling sick, feeling replaced, feeling like you never mattered. But listen to me carefully. Those dreams are rarely literal. More often, they are symbolic. The new person in the dream might represent a new version of themselves, a version that has moved on from who they were when they were with you. Or it might represent a fear you have about your own replaceability, a fear that is not based in truth, because you are not replaceable, Virgo. You are unforgettable. And every time they try to replace you, the universe sends them a reminder, a dream, a memory, a moment of comparison where the new person falls short and they feel it, they know it, even if they never say it out loud. There is also something I need to say about the timing of these dreams. Pay attention to when they happen. If they happen around the full moon, that is release energy, old emotions coming up to be cleared. If they happen around the new moon, that is new beginning energy, seeds being planted. If they happen right before you wake up, that is your subconscious trying to bring something into your conscious awareness. Write them down. The details matter. The colors, the setting, the words spoken, the emotions felt. Your dreams are a diary written by your soul. And right now, your soul is writing a lot about this person because this person is still a chapter. Maybe the chapter is ending. Maybe it is being revised. Maybe it is getting a sequel. But the writing is happening. And you are both holding the pen. Now, I want to give you something practical before I go, because I know this energy can be overwhelming. If you want clarity about whether these dreams are a call to reunite or a call to release, ask for a sign before you sleep. Be specific. Show me a red bird if I am meant to reconnect. Show me a blue door if I am meant to release. And then let it go. Do not obsess. The answer will come. Maybe in the dream itself, maybe in the morning news, maybe in a conversation with a stranger, but it will come. The universe does not ignore sincere requests for guidance, especially not from you, because you have been doing the work. You have been showing up. You have been trying to heal, even when healing felt impossible. And one more thing. If you do not want to dream about them anymore, you have that power. It is your mind. It is your energy field. You can say, I release this connection from my dreamscape. I reclaim my sleep for rest and restoration only. And visualize cutting a cord, not with anger, with love, with gratitude for what was, with acceptance of what is, and with trust in what will be. The cord might grow back if the connection is truly faded, but at least you will know. At least you will have tried to set a boundary. And boundaries are sexy, Virgo. Even spiritual ones, especially spiritual ones. I feel like I need to end with a story. A few years ago, someone told me about a dream they had of their ex. In the dream, they were standing on a bridge. The ex was on one side, they were on the other. And the ex kept trying to cross, but the bridge would lengthen every time they took a step, and they woke up crying. But here is what I told them. The bridge was not keeping them apart. The bridge was giving them time. Time to heal, time to grow, time to become the people who could actually meet in the middle without falling off. And a year later, they reconnected. And the relationship was completely different because they were completely different. The dream was not a rejection. It was a delay, a merciful delay. So whatever your dream is telling you, trust it, but do not let it paralyze you. Do not let it become an obsession. Do not let it steal your peace. Your ex is thinking about you, yes. They are showing up in your dreams, yes. But what you do with that information is what matters. Do you use it as an excuse to stay stuck? Or do you use it as fuel to keep becoming? Do you wait by the phone? Or do you build a life so beautiful that whether they call or not, you are already home? Tonight, when you lay your head down, set an intention. If they are meant to be in your life, let the dream show you the next step. If they are not, let the dream give you the final goodbye. And then sleep like someone who is loved, because you are by me, by the universe, by the version of yourself that is waiting for you to stop looking backward and start walking forward. The dreams will sort themselves out. They always do. Your only job is to wake up each morning and choose yourself again and again until the choosing becomes who you are. And who you are is magnificent, with or without them. But probably, if the dreams are any indication, they are figuring that out too. And when they do, they will never let you go again, or you will never look back. Either way, you win. Now go to sleep and dream wisely.